But the younger kids, yeah, they were like in the pool of information. Like, yeah, I remember things that are just like, we had to like, even to be more efficient in like schools and colleges, it's just like that integration.
I mean, I call the phone a Pokédex. Oh, that's cool. What is that? I don't know. I'm going to Google it. Oh, man, that's awesome. Where is that? I don't know, but I'm going to Google it. Oh, man, I'll be in conversation. You know what? I don't want to sound like an idiot, so let me figure it out. So I'm going to cite myself before I say it, you know? So that's just part of the neuroticism of me.
Yeah. But then again, though, we care about presentation.
Yeah, presentation's everything. That's why we're in the field that we're in.
Yeah. But, like, I can dress like an artist. We can dress like artists. I'm just like, why is he dressed like that? Yo, have you seen this footage that he's done? And it's just, he can dress however he wants to dress. He or she can dress however they want to dress. They're fucking artists. You know what I mean? That's one of the... I had another conversation with a gentleman. It's just like, you can't streamline creativity. You just can't. You can be creative in streamlining, but streamlining creativity is just like...
But I feel like that once it becomes your profession, like, you have a job.
Yeah.
You gotta go create content. You gotta go take photos of X thing, right?
Yeah.
I don't feel like doing it. I'm not feeling creative. No. You have to do it. You don't get a choice right now. You could assign somebody, really. You could take that L, you know, maybe make a couple bucks on top of it. But ultimately, like, you have a task at hand, so you have to perform, you know?
But that's to me, that's understanding and laying a foundation on the process and how you do things. It's just like, I don't want to practice before I perform.
You don't want to practice before you perform?
Yeah, you don't want to. Wait, let me see if I'm saying this right. Like, you don't want to, like, you don't need to practice to be a great player in the league. It's like, no, you do it because it's the discipline. You have to. It's nothing creative. You're just doing drills. Like, all right, I've done this before. It's just a drill. Now, to be like, when you get to the moment where it's just like, all right, cool, they need 10 photos. All right, cool, they need 10 photos. All right, I know my technical settings. I know how to, like, put this here, put this here. All right, cool. Then it's like the creative comes then. Where it's just like, all right, cool. Should I do it like this? Should a person hold their hand? Should I place this by this book because it complements it? Yeah, I think that the person that's going to view this, I want them to be inside of the individual that's enjoying the environment. So, you know, and then through this combination of visual, you know, textures, tapestry, you know, here you go. There's a lot of creativity. You can't do that on a daily basis, but you can do your process. Like,
I mean, but there are people that are. I mean, isn't that why Casey Neistat got so huge? Because of the daily vlog? Wasn't he like one of the first, like the forefathers of that?
But like, it's process.
It's a process. It's also streamlining creativity.
Well, he was looking for a story. Like, that's like, I don't get out of bed until there's a story. And it got into situations that like that I've researched where it's just like the wife, Casey Neistat's wife, is like, yeah, he's like, he cares about the story. Like, if he has the story, then everything else is easy because you can revolve around it. But if you don't have the story,
yeah, you don't have anything.
Yeah, we're talking about like a track record. We're talking about track record from someone. So, like, you know, there has to be at the times where this is who he is. It's just a track. He's an athlete. He's performing. He has the discipline. He's been doing it for years. He's been on the platform for years. That's why I'm just like Peter McKinnon and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, they have to have been there in the beginning, but you choose to show what you want to show. You know, I have videos that I've done in the like past, and they're client videos, and now I've got to the point where like I'm producing a podcast. How did he get from point A to point B? Well, he had to do trial and error to get to where he is now. I think diversification in a business is very important. I never, you know, I try to make sure that I absorb as much awareness, and like I said, others in this world can, from their situation and from their knowledge, can instill in me the arsenal to, you know, to light somebody's candle. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't go through it, but this person went through it, and the way that they explained it to me even though you don't have the time to see my podcast or something, it's crazy how it's like I learn more because of the process of doing. So like the only way that your words are truly going to affect me, whether it's a podcast that I'm listening to or not, is if I produce it myself. Like that's the only way that I'm going to learn, because I physically spent time of like being next to this person and documenting that person. Now, I wish I can do the whole vlog and all that stuff, but I know that takes time. I know that there's Chris Howell, there's other YouTubers that are just like, I started a business first. And then from a business, I jumped onto YouTube. And then it's just like, I grew from this to like 100,000. But I had a business first. I had to take care of clients. These are the types of things where it's just like Matt Diavella. And the way that he uses Patreon as leverage and just like, I'll do an interview here, and then this is a snippet from like a 2-hour podcast. And if you really want to know more in depth about this person and the questions that I ask and the values that, we can instill into you or that you can learn, just go to my Patreon. So there's a difference between free access and then premium access that's exclusive. We can diversify content. We can be the people that are like, all right, cool, here's a free sample. But I get the joy of learning from doing. So it's just like I absorb as much as I can, and I try to articulate in hopes that I help the creative, I help myself, but more importantly, I help the younger self that didn't have this information. I mean, I'm Haitian Puerto Rican. So in Haiti, I doubt that there's someone that's like, I want to be a creative. I'm not in that opportune atmosphere to be a creative. And I'm just like, what can I tell you if like there's a device that's like less than 300 that you just put your iPhone, and then you go and you interview your old family, and then get to know your grandfathers and stuff. I remember it was crazy when there's been a lot of funerals that have been happening in my family, and not to like talk about negativity, but my father's brothers were like, we're pissed at your dad because he doesn't show up at the funeral. Like his sisters or anything like that, but I'm like, the dude's been working. So it's not like, it's like you can be mad at him, but we got 24 hours and we're only here to see you like quit the bullshit. Like, we're mad at him. I'm like, that's cool, but you never seen us. Like it's been 20 years. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's just like there's more important thing. I'm just like, what can you tell me about my grandfather? We don't like it. What can you tell me about my grandfather? He's dead. I don't know much about him. Tell me about him. Your grandfather was fucking funny. And then the person that he was with, she was like, your granddad was lit. And he had like the skin, like pigmentation. So he was a lot lighter. But he was a lawyer, and he had like eight sons and 4 daughters. Oh wow! It was pumping. It was pumping.
12 kids. That's 2 teams.
But like he was a cool guy. He got his inspiration from walking. That's why I walk. So I see that I get ideas when I walk. It's positive to be around nature and absorbing that. And it's like super cool, And it's like, but your dad, he doesn't. All right, cool, you're here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's selective like. I wish I can, be more open to people. And you smile, you just you're probably going through it. That's the thing that I'm learning though. But I'm coming to the point where it's like, if fellow creatives are like, but you're not a business. But I'm like, you can file an LLC, you can pretend that you're working on your business, but you're not a business. I'm just like, I just see that you need money. Don't try to think that I'm not a business because you need money. You know what I mean? It's like your equipment is your employee.
Yeah.
Most people need to realize that. Your computer is an employee. If it breaks down, your employee can't go to work. You can't generate money. If my mics don't work, then I can't generate revenue, or I can't distribute, or I can't do my passion projects. My gear, not saying like they're my friends, like my gear is my employee. That's why when I look at people, they're valuable assets. That's why I'm just like, you work with me, not for me. Because technology works for me. That's how I view it. Like, I expect these headphones to do the job.
Yeah.
I expect this camera to capture what it needs to freaking capture.
Let's
I
hope
expect
AI doesn't come through in the future and just completely wipes out this field too.
I'm totally gonna be half cyborg as soon as I get the chance. I'm gonna be a Teen Titan. No.
Yeah, that's why you didn't see the little robot at the wedding photographer robot.
No.
It was like a little Wally, and it had, I don't know what. I saw it on Petapixel, and it would go around. It would ask the guest, click here if you want to get your photo taken. If they agreed, it would just take their photo.
Yeah.
So AI is just hitting everybody and anybody.
You know what though? I bet you that robot got paid more than us.
Probably the guy that engineered it.
Yeah,
because he's an engineer.
Because that's branding right there. No, because it's just like, that's why, like, you know, people want the remedial task. But, you know, ultimately, you know, legends come and go. And appreciate while people are still here before they're gone. Nipsey Hussle was, like, I didn't know about him until after he died. And then really figure out, like, oh, shit, he was this type of person within, like, his community and neighborhood. I'm just like, yo, people won't appreciate you until you're gone. Like, yo, if Mac Miller, he died, you know, oh, now you love him.
Yeah,
you're
talking thing in pop culture.
Yeah, like, all right, cool. Like, he died to get to that status. Like, nah, dude, it's something. That's why I'm just saying, like, the younger you out there needs this advice. And speaking of that, we're about to close this podcast. It's been such a wonderful time talking to you, and, you know, picking your brain, as well as, you know, conversing and chilling, you know, being cool kids.
Definitely. Thank you for having me on, sir.
Okay, so one final question.
One last one.
One last question. So, you know what this podcast is called. Should I start? So, what would you tell your younger self if they wanted to be in the position that you are in now? Should they start? Yes or no? Tell us why, and what advice would you give them?
Should I start?
Yes.
Dear Vince Rives, do it.
CEO, president, employee,
other important titles
of Rives Media.
Just to fluff it up. All right. What I would tell myself? I would tell myself in high school, just do it. Maybe that's why I'm all Nike'd out. I would just say, just do it.
Dare to be rare.
Not even dare to be rare. Just do what you want. Do what... It sounds corny, but do what makes you happy, because at the end of it, you know, unfortunately, like, we're here in a flash, right? Do what you want. Be less neurotic about it. Worry less about others. And just focus on yourself. Focus on the path ahead. Don't look too far ahead, and don't get sucked in the past. Try to stay in the present, in the current situation. And have that mindset of day to day. Think too far ahead, you're going to have anxiety. Think about the past, you're going to have your depression. So just staying in that day to day, that current, is what I think is the secret. So yeah, should you start? Definitely. And just smile and enjoy it. Can I drop that? Did I break the mic?
No, but if you want to talk about, you know, where people can find you on social media and stuff, you can.
Where people can find me. My name, right here. Put it, Vince Rives. At Vince Rives, RivesMedia.com.
How do you spell it?
VinceRives. That's Instagram. My name, Vince Rives. Honestly, a quick Google should take you there. That'll be the LinkedIn, the website, the Instagram. And yeah, and here's to the next 2 years of creating fun content.
Impactful content.
Impactful, fun content.
Yeah, definitely. So that's the end of the Should I Start podcast. This digital series, this passion project has really transformed and has really grown for me, and I love releasing it. By the times I do release it, it keeps on growing, keeps on transforming. So thank you all, and enjoy, and we'll see you in the next one.
Oh, I wonder if it's not wide enough where I'm still in it. Oh, awkward. Yeah, right? It just saw me. All right, one more time.
Don't worry, we'll do that in editing. We'll just, like, extend you out.
Zoom effect!
love this video and the videos that I have been producing.
Let's go.
I love the people, I love the guests. If there's any feedback that you would like to give me, please let me know in the comments below. If you can please subscribe. If there's any way that I can improve on it, let me know. I'll be glad to hear it. And I also want to know what's on your mind. This is an ongoing conversation.
Let's go.
I want to, understand you guys more. I want to provide more value, more content for you. So if there's anything that I can do, just please let me know. I'll gladly help out to the best of my abilities to provide you this content.
You're crushing it, bro. Let's go.